Hello and welcome back to the channel, here for yet another league race, this time in the DGL F1 division, or whatever it's called. Who knows at this point. We're here at Brazil today for round 17, I think. Very nearly into the season. You can see that we very nearly went on the track without changing, without setting a setup. That could have been very bad. But luckily we just managed to save it, get back into the quick menu sort of screeny thing. Ready for qualifying as we come up to the line now for the first lap. It's a 107.8, which is horrendous. Honestly, my pace around Brazil, I've said this before, I'll happily say it again. I am terrible here. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, I just can't seem to hook up good laps around here in qualifying, and I struggle in the race for decent pace. But you know, everyone has weak tracks, if I could speak. Everyone has weak tracks, everyone has strong tracks. As happens at Brazil, which tends to be a season finale. Of course, we have, I think, 4 races left in DGL. But, yeah, so obviously the gap to 0 in the championship is coming down quicker than I can count. It's terrifying. As we now get ready for our second lap of session, you can see taking the outside line across the start finish line, straight line it into turn 1. We get distant on the brakes but miss the apex of turn 1 as always. Very tentative not to cut turn 2, as I've done it so many times. We get a decent exit there heading down towards turn 4. Of course, DRS wide open. Luckily no cars on our way to distract me. So before I'm very easily distracted, that's why I haven't got the lap delta on the screen in qualifying anymore. Because I would probably just see it, get distracted and crash. We are up on our personal best through sector 1 as we head now down through turn 7, I think it is. And the hairpin at turn 8. It's not quite a hairpin, but I guess it's a 180-degree turn, so it counts as one. Up through turn 10 then again, a little bit wide, so I have to slow down even more to make the apex. We come through turn 11. Completely flat, you can use the inside and outside curbs there to turn it into turn 12. Miss the apex, don't use as much as I should on the exit either. So you can see it's mainly my mistakes that cost me lap time here, but I just don't know how to not make the mistake. And then we hug the pit wall coming up to the line to find a 10th. My disappointment at this point was honestly, it was just pretty much unmendable. As you can see in the end, it's enough for P10. We'll be starting P9 after crossfire, got a grid penalty. But P10 is really not what I need in these races. See KV line there down at the bottom, watch out for him. He's a quick boy. You can now see there's the strategy, going for soft hard. Do I change that to soft medium? I think I might, I can't quite remember. Seems to be a little bit hesitant on fuel. Are we going to change strategy? No, we're not. We're going to stick with soft hard. And you can see now I forgot to record the start because I'm a pleb. So we have here the end of the safety car on lap 4. It was a very chaotic start, I'll tell you that, but you can see we're up 3 places, or 2 places actually from where we started, 3 from where we qualified, and there's also 3 guys out of this race. As we try to get going here, Ryan just doesn't accelerate. So we end up losing to, I think that's Trappers come up the inside. On the outside of 3 or 4 wide there into turn 1, we also get done by Willow. Again, all caused because Ryan just didn't accelerate. I think everyone reacted to the guys up in front. He didn't. As there's another massive crash all the way down to turn 4, that involving Wario and Catboy Kai, so Kieran. Puts us up into P7, so we lost 2 places, but luckily we managed to gain one of them back. There's now on to lap 7, right up behind Willow, so this is 2 laps later. Now trying to make a move on the pass, I think it is, of Willow. You can see the Jack and Jones sponsoring on the back there. We get a run now on the exit of turn 5, trying around the outside at turn 6, but pretty much just get pushed off the track. So we have to completely concede that one. Let's have a little look there into turn 7, but nothing really coming with it. I think that strategy call was to extend 2 laps. So I was thinking at this point, go to last sort of lap 16 if I can, and put mediums onto the end. You can see now at the end of lap 7 we have a wildfire pit stop. We're making a move on Willow. So we go to the outside heading down into turn 1. Try and outbrake them as well. As you can see, the arrow does go back a little bit. We have to leave space at turn 1 as the car is still there. Then they have to turn on us at turn 2. Have to go around the outside, the long way around here at turn 3. Rooney taking full advantage of this as well in the mirror behind. As we come down the straight, we just get completely pushed off the track. And the Haas duo collide, putting Rooney into the wall. Nothing I could do about that. I thought initially it was myself that hit Rooney. As you can see, we get a track limit warning pretty much out of frustration. I wasn't quite paying attention. But luckily I managed to keep control of the car, well, just about. Of course, I was not in control when Rooney was still spinning, but I didn't hit him as I thought I did, so it's okay. But very much a little bit too aggressive there from Willu. I was alongside, and then suddenly I'm being pushed off the track, which is not very nice, but of course we keep our head up, and now this is 2 laps later, I think, on to lap 9 now. We get the inside on Willu, outbrake them as well, and move up into P4. We're going to try now and contest the guys up ahead as we jump forward now to lap 14, so quite a bit later on. We've pretty much been pulling away. You see, notice how KB Line was disqualified in qualifying? Yeah, he's now right up behind me. We take the lead as we start out 15, Zero, Crossfire and Trap all coming into the pit lane. So we take the lead of that part. KB Line behind on hard tyres, but still so much quicker than we are. But we are going to stay out for, I think, one more lap here, so we do not bother fighting the AlphaTauri. He goes around the outside quite comfortably as we head into turn 1. Don't really bother fighting that, of course. He's much quicker than me, and I'm pitting at the end of this lap. So not really too much of an issue. You see the end of lap 16, diving into the pit lane, and you'll see here, this annoyed me. 2 things really annoyed me here, and you'll see them both. Remember how I said I wanted to go into medium tyres? I forgot to change it, so we're going on to hard tyres, because I'm an idiot, essentially.
Go now.
And then as we get out of the pit box, head down towards the pit exit, boom. Disconnected from the race. This was so frustrating. I wasn't the only one either. Funky Fox got kicked out. I think Trap Formula got kicked out as well. You see, we do manage to get back in. I restarted the recording, I think, pretty much straight away, so we missed 7-8 laps. So now we're down in P7 on hard tyres on lap 23. Very annoyed at this point. Obviously, I could see on the map Zero was still leading. By quite some way as well, so that was very much frustrating. Also, Kieran, you can see just ahead of you in that Red Bull, he got past me literally into turn 1 when I rejoined the session, but of course I didn't have control of my car then. And now you can see Rooney getting past as well. Again, he's catching me so quickly, there was no point in trying to fight him. So back down to P6 then. I think a couple cars pitted, which explained how I jumped up. And now on to lap 26 to 36, and 10 laps to go as we cross the line. Trap Formula right up behind us. Again, he was catching me so quickly, I didn't see the point of fighting it. We do defend the inside line. We try and fight a little bit. Then as we head down through turn 2, his car's just there. Nothing I can do. I'm not far enough alongside to challenge him.
Okay, we've lost the
so we're back out of that one. But we will have the DRS down towards turn 4. So we're starting to slip. I think he's a little bit defensive, and I just think I'm not going around the outside of him here. But then we just missed our braking a little bit and go a little bit deep. So we lose half a second or so to the Alfa Romeo as we just try and do something. On to lap 30 now in this race. Wario catching me very quickly behind, so we're back into P6 as he pitted. And we have a VSC, I think this was for my teammate. He had a little bit of coming together with Sir Hamrick. That lasts about a lap, and now we're back on the green, I guess a couple of seconds. To be racing again. You see a little safety lift there on the exit. So we now have Wario and Catboy Kai pretty much hunting us down on soft tyres. My pace is weak at the best of times on the same tyres, so having a tyre 2 compounds harder, I really didn't stand a chance here as we're heading up into turn 1. 4 laps remain now as we cross the line. We just let Wario, however you pronounce it, take the inside line there. No point in fighting it whatsoever. And as we jump forwards now to the final lap of the race, you can see Kieran has caught me, but it wasn't enough in the end. Plus of his penalty as well, but I'm still going to use everything this engine has to come up to the line. And we're going to keep P6, which goes to P5 as Kieran crashes. And Rooney had a penalty, so dropped back behind me. That's now been promoted to P4 as Trap has been banned from the league, so he was disqualified from the race. I don't know why that happened. I don't get involved in these decisions. That's how it happened. That'll be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, leave a like and subscribe as well. Helps me out massively and lets me know to continue this. Sorry, it's a shorter video today, but of course, you know, getting kicked out, nothing I could do about it. I considered adding it on to next week's race at Monaco, but then thought it's Monaco, it's going to be a long one anyway, so I won't bother. Of course, feel free to drop any comments down below. I will read and reply to all necessary. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed today, and I will catch you tomorrow with the next one. I'll see you then.